Yeah, I told you it's bad.
How do I do this?
You got a handhold underneath.
Oh boy, I hit buttons.
Okay. Yeah, don't hit the buttons. I don't know what it said. Okay, just give it a nice launch into the wind. You can go full throttle if you really...
Wind, this one?
Yep, you got it. You got it. Well, today we're going to take a look at Radiolink's newest airplane. This little pancake spaceship UFO kind of thing is called the D460. And I'm actually a big fan of Radiolink, and I pull for them hard when they release a new product because they tend to do things that are a little bit different but appeal to a lot of people, like a ready to fly with a gamepad style controller that is flight stabilized, but a lot of times they have really advanced flight modes and stunts and things. I can't remember the name of it, but I will show you a shot of it flying. I think it's the A560, I'm pretty sure. It's a great airplane. I really love flying this thing. Yeah, you need like a calm-ish day to fly it. It can fly in wind, but if you really want it to perform the way like it was meant to perform, you really shoot for that calm weather. I'm not the best pilot to show this off, but I'm also, I think, a pretty good pilot to show it off because it can do stuff that I couldn't do with other airplanes. At least not very well. I really like this plane.
I say 520.
Abby says 520. That was a really fun flat plane. Now they came out with a jet style thing. It was a pusher prop. It was very, very loud, and the controller wasn't so great, but I think they're gonna hit a home run with this one. It just looks like a lot of fun. And they are sold on Amazon, which I absolutely love because they have pretty good customer service and return policy and all that. So, but plus they have spare part availability for everything that they sell. Now this is ready to fly, like I said. It comes completely assembled. The only thing that doesn't come assembled is the rear vertical stabilizer. That's held on with magnets, rare earth strong magnets. So that's really cool, good for transportation. I mean, this thing really is flat as a pancake. And if I was flying a more scale airplane in this wind today, I'd be a little nervous. But because this thing is so sleek and low profile, I think it could fly in about 100 miles an hour wind. Hover it a little bit in that wind. It's a little hard here. Look at it. I'm probably gonna crash.
Wow, that's awesome though. I'm impressed.
I was using the wind. Now this, in all of its glory, which I do love the color, purple is very sharp, will be linked in the description box below. And before we jump into the skies, know that this is a maiden flight for me. And when we come with transmitters that aren't labeled, it does take me a minute to figure things out, so bear with me. But the reason we do videos like this, in case you've never seen them before, this is not a commercial, it's not a sales pitch video. I love RCs, don't get me wrong, and I want this to do well, but I like to set a realistic tone for what people can really expect when they buy something like this and have their first flight experience. We've done a couple DJI videos and everybody stops by and says, "Why are you figuring this out on camera with us?" That's real life, baby. This ain't a commercial, so let's fly and have some fun. 2S, 800 milliamp, JST plug. Nothing proprietary about that. Oh, that sounds nice. Stabilized.
All right, Nate, launch with confidence. Launchfidence. Oh my goodness.
All right.
That was almost deadly.
Windy. Well, I think it actually needs trimmed up a little, but that's full safe equivalency on. We're in flight stabilized mode, and for some reason, she wants to go down. So I definitely need some up trim. That's me trimming it up to see if we can get it to fly level at low throttle. More. Come on, baby. Let's get that trimmed up so we can fly nice and smooth. We're getting there. Ah, there we are. Almost there. Let's go hands-free on this pass. I told you it's a maiden flight. Told you it's a maiden flight. There we go. All just need it trimmed up. That's it. That's full trim, but we're there. Okay, so thing is a cool little pancake. I love it. It's different. I love different things in RC aviation. We are dealing with crazy winds today. This is probably one of the quietest little flyers I've ever seen. We're going to do some crazy stuff with it for sure. I will turn flight stabilized mode off, but I want people to see. Ka-chow.
All right, Lightning McQueen.
Well, I'm saying a lot now because of Daniel. Here we go. One more hands-free pass. So we're diving down some a little still. got to pull up on the elevator, but it's easy to fly. That's the point. It's a nice little trainer friendly type of airplane. That is a prop held on with rubber bands. If you were not aware, that's pretty common in the RC world. Less common the bigger you go on planes, but it's a prop saver. The rubber band should give. It comes with a bunch of extra rubber bands, comes with extra props. So that's nice. They throw those in on the ready to fly setup. And I like it. It's a cool, looks like a manta ray flying through the air.
It does.
It's pretty awesome. So it's nice and slick. We'll do a full throttle pass here, and then I'm going to turn flight stabilized mode off and see how it does. Full throttle. Nice, that's into the wind. Now we're going to fly with the wind, full throttle pass. Here we go, full throttle. She's quick. That's a 2S battery, so keep that in mind. Now we're going to get a little altitude, kick it out of this stabilized mode. We should have like, oh yeah, there, it's up climbing because I trimmed it up a lot, but that's okay. Let's roll it. Oh yeah, look at that roll rate. That was insane. I knew we'd be able to do some crazy stuff like that with it. Roll. Nice. Loop. Well, not yet. We're going to do a loop over here with more throttle. Yeah. Nice. Will she fly inverted? Oh yeah, just as good as right side up. Abby, you've lost me.
The pancake disappeared.
Yeah. There we go. Inverted.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Inverted just as good as right side up. Abby and I both got a little distracted. We had some full scale radioing in.
I'm pretty sure that was like a jet. Yeah, it was loud.
And there's some calm winds, so we can actually enjoy our flight a little bit.
Will it snap?
Here we go. And, oh yeah, look at that.
Kind of does. And flutters.
Okay, so this is just a unique, fun, ready to fly, different airplane. If you want something that fits that category, and I love it. It's very easy to fly in stabilized mode. I'm flying in too much wind for this, but I'm still having a good time. In my opinion, this thing absolutely smokes the last Radiolink that came out. Sorry, Radiolink. And if I'm right in thinking it's the A560, and I think I am, Abby, this is a cool, different airplane to own. The A560 does a lot of inverted 3D stuff. This one's more of a cruiser or a little park flyer. You don't need a lot of space to fly this, but look at that, wow. Whew.
Gosh.
Almost lost it, but I didn't, because it has quick response rate. It is very snappy. This is fun. Nope, that was further away, Abby. We're listening to radio calls, of course, and we're grateful for full-scale pilots that actually do what they're supposed to do. Unfortunately, where we fly, every surrounding county sounds like the one we are at, so every radio call perks our ears right up. Okay, let's, now we have the AS3X equivalency on right now, which means it's helping smoothen out the wind. I can turn that off completely and fly no assistance, so there we go. And to me, I like this mode. This would be like a plug and play thing without a spectrum setup. So if you just have a dumb receiver in there and you're not having any kind of assisted wind stabilization, that's how I'm flying right now. It is a little floppy in the wind, as you can see, because I don't have anything assisting me to smoothen that out. So if I turn that back on, it should smoothen things out a bit, but it's still, I'm at total control of the airplane. It just smoothens out the wind gusts for me, and it does work. You can tell it's on now. Now if I turn flight stabilized mode completely on, now look at that, it just snaps to that perfectly level flight. So this is the trainer mode again. Now I've got a couple other switches on here. I'm going to throw them. I don't think they do anything, but the only way to actually find out is to push the buttons in the air. I didn't have instructions with this, so just throwing that out there. Throwing that switch, that did nothing. That's doing, oh yeah, that did, I think that turned off.
Wait, what down?
That's like, that was a kill switch. I think that was like a kill switch, because I came in with no power. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's throttle kill right there. That's what that is.
All right, let's see if an actual noob, I'm not a noob, just a terrible pilot can fly this.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Well, before I'm no longer allowed to fly this kind of stuff, yes. You know what I mean? You know what I mean.
Okay, it's in stabilized mode.
I don't know if I can launch it. That's
no, hold on. You can. I got you.
Oh my gosh, the wind.
Yeah, I told you it's bad.
How do I do this?
Okay, so you have to launch left-handed. I promise it's the way to do it. About 3/4 throttle, and you're going to just give it a little slight up. And remember, no. You got a hand hold underneath, so yeah.
Oh boy, I hit buttons.
Okay. Yeah, don't hit the buttons. I don't know what it said. Okay. All right, Abby, you're gonna hold it like that. You listen. I've trimmed it up, but it still needs a slight up. So like just a little up while you're flying about the whole time, just a little bit.
Do you like this thing that much?
I do like it. So, but it's okay now. Listen, you're gonna go about 1/2 to 3/4 throttle. Just give it a nice launch into the wind. You can go full throttle if you really.
This one?
Yep, you got it.
This one?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. You got it. Well, okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll smoothen out. It'll smoothen out. Once you start going, it smoothens out. Get over here, girl. Good job.
So sensitive.
On the takeoff.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
I don't
I
know
should
how you were
probably
filming
cut
me.
the throttle. It is very hard to film, just so you
I
know.
don't know how you were filming me at all.
Okay, stop talking about filming.
Yeah. I got it. I got you. We got you locked in now.
Alright.
Abby, you're flying it. It's not bad, is it?
I don't know if I've ever flown something so thin before. I guess there was like a Delta Ray or something that was kind of like this, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You're doing good. Good job. See? Not bad. And so Abby, I haven't even pushed all the buttons and tried everything I wanted to try, and you're like, give me the controls, I got this. Okay. See, I told you guys, if Abby wants to fly, she's always welcome to fly, no matter how far into the video we are.
People like to say things that aren't true.
Yes. I tell you guys, she can fly. Just
Sometimes it depends on if I have my hair and makeup. Though.
Yeah.
Let's just be
I
honest.
think most of the time that's what depends if you want to fly or not on camera.
Yeah, this is cool. I don't know about landing.
You're just gonna, I accidentally landed it on asphalt, so you'll be fine.
Alright. So what, left to right, right?
Oh, right to left, into the wind. And plop it in the grass would be the best landing. Asphalt was not good. I would try to go grass if I
Try not
intentionally
to lift
landed.
the prop.
Now you're just gonna go 0 throttle and you'll be fine.
Alright. Yeah, this is
Well, good
cool.
job, Abby.
The takeoff was kind of scary.
Yeah, so I think when it's flying at low speeds, it's a little squirrely.
Oh,
Right, see, like for landing. No, give us some throttle. You're just gonna, there, you're just, and plop. Good job, good job, good job. All right, let me go get it. I wanna hit a couple more buttons on this flight, see if I can make it blow up.
do I have to say it again? No. You didn't say it for me.
Sorry. So I think it's just hard to track on camera, but in real life it wasn't as hard to see, right?
Right, yeah.
You lose it in real life, but when you're looking at a 1-inch screen, it's a little bit hard to see. But it's nice and bright. I mean, I love the colors, I love the unique look of it. We keep calling it like a Delta Ray style. I just want to hit this top right shoulder button and see if it does anything. A lot of times these Radiolink planes do secret stunt modes and stuff, so. I hit it and it's not doing anything, so I don't believe so. I think we just have flight stabilized fully on, partially on like AS3X, and then completely off. The back left is a throttle kill switch, so that's good. And that's it. That's it. That's all she's, yeah, but it's good. It's simple, it's nice, it's easy to fly. I like it. What is there to complain about? Nothing. A lot of times Radiolink, you just don't expect them to have stuff like this. Radiolink, I think back, really just like transmitters and stuff, but I love that they're doing this. I mean, there's a passion behind it, clearly. The A560 kept getting improvements left and right. And even in the way it was built, like they improved that thing numerous times. I hope I'm right in that naming convention, the A560. This one, this is their first iteration of this. I imagine over time, if it sells well, they will probably release more versions of it. I can't imagine them not doing that. And it's a really cool airplane. I mean, this is a good little kind of trainer style. Like I said, look, we're flying it in really tight spaces. You don't need much space at all to fly this. In fact, if you do fly it too far away, you're not gonna be able to see it anymore. So it's a great park style flyer. Let's kick that flight stabilized mode off again right here and kind of see if I can hover it a little bit in that wind. It's a little hard here. Look at it. I'm probably gonna crash.
Wow, that's awesome though. I'm impressed.
I was using the wind to help me with that.
That was cool.
Can we do that again? And I went into an alpha, and then we went into hover after that. So there we go.
Wow.
Yeah. Save it. And that's just with elevons. I don't have any rudder, which makes it very hard to keep the nose up if you tip off one direction, you know. Yeah, just right stick controlling that. I almost thought they would have a hover built into this, but I think you have to have elevator and ailerons. And
I don't know what's
rudder.
going on back here now, Nate.
Okay, we got some company, so let's land this and see what we got going on. So nice little landing over here. I got this. All good, all good. Focus on the airplane. I hear what's happening. And plop. See that?
Nice.
Well, we often have some company up here, but we generally know who to expect. So when we have different company, it's always very strange. So, you know, head on a swivel kind of thing. But looks like they're on a mission, so all good. This is, again, the D460. It says it right there. That's the only way I can remember. My only advice to Radiolink would be to come up with a better naming convention, because I literally own these airplanes and fly them, and I can't keep the names straight.
Right. If you want people to remember the name of your plane, don't name it a letter and numbers.
Call it like a chipmunk or something,
right?
Or the
something.
Space chunk. I don't know, something. Let us know your favorite name in the comments below. If you were going to name this, not the D460, what would you name it? You never know. Radiolink might, on their next iteration, wipe it out and put the name there, because that's just better, in my opinion. But the thing flies really well. It has this like coating over it. It's not just a cheap sticker on there. This is actually very durable feeling. It's a neat little pizza box UFO space chunk. And I mean that when I say it. It's a nice airplane. Abby flew it well.
Thanks.
I had a lot of fun flying it. I'm sure on a calm day we could have even more fun flying this
Maybe
thing.
one day I'll be allowed to fly it again.
Allowed. Anything. You can go fly and crash everything I have. That's totally fine.
For now.
Why are you saying that?
The FAA is going to tell me I'm not allowed to.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're saying. We'll keep everybody updated with that. Abby is.
I'm in trouble.
She's in trouble. She's in some hot water. Someone is. Okay. Well, speaking of the FAA, let's say thank you to the AMA, because we have someone advocating for our hobby so that we can jump in front of the camera or not on camera, whatever, and fly foam toys. This couldn't hurt anybody. No one's ever going to get hurt on a rubber band, plastic prop, 2S foam toy. But for some reason, people care about this and needs to be regulated, right? So I want to say a big thank you to the AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, for advocating for our hobby. They take our measly, it's like 80 bucks for a year. You know, when we're talking this hobby is generally expensive compared to other hobbies. Like it or not, I mean, it just is. There are more expensive hobbies out there, but this one can get expensive. Now, this airplane in general is not that expensive. AMA, the Academy of Model Aeronautics, that takes our money and gives us a magazine subscription and insurance, somehow finds a way to take more money from that $80 a year that we give them to advocate and go to bat for us for the RC hobby, so we can continue to play with our toys. They'll be linked in the description box below next to the link of this airplane. When you click the link to pull this up on Amazon, we make a very small commission. It's just a tiny bit less money going to Radiolink and a tiny bit going to us because we showed you this airplane. It's a good way to say thank you for making the free videos that we do for everybody to enjoy. We say thank you from the bottom of our hearts for using those links, for clicking like on this video, for watching all the way to the end, and for leaving comments and sharing our videos with everybody. It means the world to us. It really does. We thank you. We love you. God loves you. And I want to say a massive thank you to God for blessing us with this day, this opportunity to jump in front of the camera and share this experience with you guys. I want to say a final thank you to our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do as often as we do it without your amazing support. If you like this airplane, we'll have the airplane that I mentioned many times in this video. Abby and I have both flown it, and we'll have a video of that popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. See you there.
Bye.